Welcome back. Well, the Labrador you're about to meet has not only survived cancer, but 24 days in emergency care after a chicken skewer punctured her stomach.
It's a story about hope, about love for man's best friend, and as our reporter Lauren Ellis found out, a remarkable team of veterinary specialists.
Wherever you are, that's where my heart will be.
Walking along the beach, her chocolate paws in the sand. Margaret-Jane's recovery after swallowing a chicken skewer is nothing short of a miracle.
She was in my arms on the back seat, just gasping for air. She couldn't breathe.
It was the week before Christmas when Margaret-Jane became sick after raiding an outside rubbish bin. Local vets tried to help, but when her condition didn't improve, Tanya and Pete rushed her here to animal emergency.
So we immediately took her to our crash bins to evaluate her, and we found that she had a lot of fluid in her chest, so she couldn't breathe well.
A CT scan revealed the chicken skewer had punctured Margaret's throat, large intestine, and was lodged in her stomach.
That is a life-threatening situation. Took her to surgery, and that's the most nervous I've seen my surgeon ever. As you can imagine, it's extremely tricky surgery because you've got to remove the skewer from the blood vessel and then very quickly sew it up.
With surgery a success, attention then turned to a bacterial infection on Margaret's chest.
None of the antibiotics that they were using were responding. She wasn't responding to anything, and it was like, what do we do?
Then, just when hope was almost lost, a donation from SeaWorld. The antibiotic costs around $800 a day. Margaret-Jane needed it for 2 weeks.
What makes this antibiotic so special?
It's a broad spectrum sort of final go-to resort for antibiotic medication. Most of the bacteria out there are still very sensitive to this medication. They haven't built up that resistance, and that's why it's such a specialised product in the veterinary industry.
Where do you think you'd be without their help?
We wouldn't have a dog. Definitely not.
Since that fateful day, Margaret-Jane has spent close to 1 month in round-the-clock care.
Oh, yes, kisses.
Along with Dr. Keller, the 7-year-old has been seen by a surgeon, host of critical care nurses, and for her heart condition, a cardiologist.
That's the nice thing about this building is you've got all those different specialities that can interlink. It's a bit like going to a human specialist hospital.
The team in constant contact by text and phone.
I'd, ring like 5 times in a night, and it never bother them.
She's part of the family. I think everybody in this building absolutely loves her.
It's this united approach and genuine care that makes the veterinary team so remarkable. And the Rothwell family eternally grateful.
How do you thank people that saved such an important part of your family? Never gave up. That's why we never gave up.
Oh, that is a tale with a happy ending.
That's why they're called fur babies.
Yeah.
We do love them.
I do hope they had pet insurance.
Oh, yes.
There's a reminder, make sure you have pet insurance if you're getting a puppy.